Okay, so by Lord Sri Krishna's grace, we are getting into the 7th chapter today. And it's so ironic that, when we are seeing this Akanda Mandalakaram, we were seeing everywhere at the last one, Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The Tatpadam is that, right? Tat means that. Padam means that word. Darshitam means who is showing the literal philosophical meaning, and that that guru I am doing the namaskar. So that Tatpadam is what is now starting in the 7th chapter. Very ironical, because that is also the introduction to 7th chapter. Up to 6 chapters, you have seen Tvam I think I've told a lot of time. The Tvam is what you have seen up to 6th chapter. From the 7th chapter, what you are going to see is the Tatpadam. And it is so ironic that it also coincided with today's Guru Purnima, and through Krishna himself coming as a Guru for all of us, has made it so happen today that you are also here. One second, I'll put it to the here. So the Tatpadam is what? The Tatpadam is what you are going to see from today. And the Tatpadam will be explained from this chapter number 7 to chapter number 12. So the Tat means it is that Paramatma. Tvam is the Jivatma. And the 12th, the chapter from chapter 13 to 18 is Asipadam. That is how the Aikyam happens. So for the introduction to the 7th chapter, the seed which is sowed normally in the previous chapter, what Adi Shankara says is this: Matgate Nantaratma. Yoginamapi Sarvesham Matgatena Antaratma. So then he says, Shraddhavan Bhajate Yomam Same Yuktatamo Mataha. So Bhagavan in this chapter 7 is expanding more on the mat. Mat means Bhagavan saying in my, Gate, into me, Gate, that is your Gati being, your Lakshyam being, your goal being Bhagavan, into Bhagavan, Antaratma, meaning to say, taking that Bhagavan as the Lakshyam in yourself. Mat Gate Antaratma. So your Antaratma is now you are filling with Bhagavan. And with that, then he says, Shraddhavan Bhajate Yomam. So that Bhagavan so knows this. So that means if you want to take that Bhagavan into myself as an Antaratma, Madgatena Antaratma, so that means I need to know about the Tatpadam. It is as if Bhagavan is, it is as if Bhagavan is separate from me. But that's what we do, right? When we go to Mandir, when we go to worship and everything, we see Bhagavan's there. But Bhagavan says, do not worry, I am not separate from you. Take me inside you. But for taking that Bhagavan into me, meaning to say, in all that I see, in all that I hear, in all that I perceive through my senses, I must have that kind of a realization of Bhagavan everywhere, so that I can cognize his presence in all my senses as I'm doing things, as I'm doing action, some reactions coming. So that's what Bhagavan is trying to explain. That's what he's telling from the. So Madgate and Antaratma, that is the Shraddhavan Bhagavan wants to say again. Shraddhavan Bhajate Yoma. So that is the bijam or the seed sown for this Samprasana. So that what Shankara also says. So we'll go to them. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Saktamanaf Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashraya Asamshayam Samagram Mam
Asamshayam Samagram Mam
Yatha Nyasyasi Tachrunu. Okay. So, though I have not put the number, I will tell you the number. You can also do it as we go, but I will send it to you as I said. So as usual, now you know, the first one will be, Hey Arjuna,
Hey Partha. So number 1 is Partha. Hey Partha, hey Arjuna. He says, Partha. Now straight away he says, Maya Saktamana. Mayi, Maya Saktamana is 2 words there. Mayi Asaktamanaha. So Mayi means in me. In me. Asaktamanaha. Meaning to that, your asaktaha means your attraction. Mana means mind. Your attraction, not only just, it is not like an attraction that we see in the worldly attraction. It's an inward interaction. So what Bhagavan says, Mayi, number 2, asakta manaha. This is for the Shraddhavan. Madgate madgate antaratma. How to do that? Bhagavan saying, Mayi asakta manaha. And then so in this Mayi asakta manaha, also because I will keep on going in the same word so that what happens is also, Shankara explains a little bit more. See, what happens is in our world, we want, basically you are telling Bhagavan, the only thing I want is Bhagavan. That is asakta mana, very simple word. We do want everything in life. For example, your sustenance for living, your family, your commitment, your duty to fulfill up to the last breath. Yes, we have duty and everything. Though it is there, Bhagavan, end of the day, I need only you. Not even my wife, not even my husband, just to give, because we are all in that stage of life. But going one step more, because in this world, everything is mutable. The one immutable reality, you understand when I say immutable, right? The one immutable reality is Bhagavan, because even for me, I am muted because I know my time's counted, because I am having my identity on this body. But there is an immutable, which is Bhagavan, which is where my focus is on. So that is what Bhagavan is saying, that your existence, everything is want only Bhagavan. You want other things in the world because of Bhagavan. That is what Mayi Asakta Manaha. Not just only saying, Bhagavan, I just need you, I love you, I do you all this, that is always there, our bhakti. But the bhakti or this asakta mana means his mind is totally for Bhagavan. The rest of the existence is only for the sake of Bhagavan. But for them normally, Bhagavan is for the sake of our existence. No, here he says the existence is for the sake of Bhagavan. That is asakta manaha. That's what he says. My purushartham is only Bhagavan, not anything else. Asakta manaha. And number 4 is madashrayaha. Mad ashraya. Ashra means dependent on. So he says, Mad ashraya means, yes, I cannot be that independent. If at all I have one dependence, that's Bhagavan, you. That kind of a dependence. So Bhagavan, so he has given a very good clue here, because we cannot think Atma Nirgunaha, abstract, everything, though we think our dependency is, I want to grab something. Bhagavan says, easy, grab me. Easy, I'm always available, 100%. So he says, Mada Ashraya. So the only dependence is also he, because if at all I'm dependent, because our dependency, we cannot negate it. I want to kind of fulfill my duty or something. That dependency, if at all is one, Bhagavan, it is for you. I'm dependent only on you. With your dependency, whatever that I need to come, if it happens, let it happen. But my absolute dependency, you, the only want I was you. That is what Mayi Asakta Manaha Mad Ashrayaha. I cannot live without you, Bhagavan. That kind of a Madashrayaha. Mad Ashrayaha. Then he says, Yogam Yunjan. Thou Yogam Yunjan. Which Yogam? The yogi that Atma Samyama Yogam. The previous chapters. Continuing from that. Atma Samyama Yogam. Yogam Yunjan means that is how he is living this one. In this Yunjan means he is strictly living the life only for that Bhagavan. With that as this Atma Samyama Yogam Yunjan. By doing that, Yogam Yunjan, then the next one is Yatha. How? Yatha, That is yogam injan, having living in this, yata, in whatsoever manner, yata, asamshayam samagram mam nyasyasi tatshunu. That is samagram, yata samagram. Samagram means in totality, inside, outside. That's total. That samagram, asamshayam, without any doubt, in complete clarity, that pure clarity. What do you want to know? Mam, Bhagavan himself, Tat Padam. That Mam is equal to Tat Padam. Mam, Nyasyasi. We need to say future tense. How you will know. Nyasyasi is a future tense of you. How you will know, Tat Shunu. Means that you hear from. So Bhagavan's Bodhanam is here, Samagra Jnanam, Samagram Jnanam, and two Bodhanam he has Bhagavan is given. The first pre-qualification is Mai Asakta Manaha, Mai Mad Ashrayaha. If you remain like that, and then you live the Yogam Yunjan, if you remain like that, then Yata Mam Asagram Samagram. Samagra means I told you in Purnam. That is what Bhagavan is going to, that Samagra Jnanam is what Bhagavan is going to give you. Samagra means it is a Purnam. In that Purnam means absolute and relative. Because the Samagram includes both relative knowledge and absolute knowledge. His Vibhuti, his Balam, his Shakti, his Aishwaryam, everything inside and outside. Samshayam, with no clarity, with no doubt, with absolute clarity, Mam, the Ishvara, Paramatma, Nyasiji, that you will know, Tat Shunu, that I am going to give you the teaching in this chapter from henceforth onwards, the next 6 chapters. And so next one, Jnanam Teham Savijnanam. Idam Vakshyam Yaseshataha. Yajñatva neha bhuyon yat. See, the job, the it becomes job because of nya after that, but that's a sandhi. Jnatavyam avasishyate. So Bhagavan continuing that, this one, that Samagra Jnanam, how he is doing the Samagra Jnanam, he says, Bhagavan, Aham. Bhagavan says, me, Arjuna, as the teacher to you, as a guru, Aham, te, to you, Arjuna, idam, this one here, this one, idam, jnanam. Idam, this knowledge, these are literal. This knowledge is about me, jnanam. And how he is giving the knowledge? Savijnanam. Sa means together with vijnanam. So, Bhagavan is giving here 2 important words that we must understand right from the start. One is jnanam, one is saying vijnanam. Now, so far, when we in our materialistic world, so there is one jnanam and vijnanam. So I need to understand the proper meaning of jnanam and vijnanam in this context, so that I get the samagra jnanam. Okay. So normally we know vijnanam, normally we say is a science knowledge, which is metaphysics or physics. It's more relative knowledge. But jnanam is like absolute knowledge. But here, totally reverse, you should take it. Jnanam means here, Bhagavan, that is, we are taking his title in a different manner. Jnanam is, say, for example, whatever you are learning, it is all jnanam. Meaning to say, the knowledge, whatever we get through another external means, it is even the scriptures, the books, the teacher, from anything outside, that is being perceived by all the 5 senses. By the your eyes and the 5 senses. From the jnanendriyam, what you perceive is jnanam. From there, so this is what we call another term, paroksha jnanam. Para means in others' eyes. Para aksha jnanam. though it is your own eyes, even the knowledge you get from your eyes is paroksha jnana. For example, and whereas vijnanam is that it is already the knowledge which is there. It's a revealed knowledge. Viseshta jnanam. Vishesha jnanam. So vijnanam, take it as Vishesha jnanam, meaning to say that Vishesha jnanam is a self-revealing knowledge, or that is a knowledge already it is in me, that is going to be self-revealing. So the jnanam what we get through Guru, scriptures and everything, what it does is reveals the cloud. That is what it was in Chakshurun Militam Yena. The Chakshurun means actually our eyes are closed. We think our eyes are open. Ajnana Timirantasya. That ajnanam is like a what can I say, like a Maya, which is wielding your actual power of vision. The Guru comes and removes that Maya, then Chakshurun Militam Yena, the inner eye open. That is Vijnanam. That is Vijnanam. Meaning to say, that is Aparoksha Jnanam. So the Jnanam what we take from Guru and scripture tries to remove this clouded knowledge of our own self or about Ishvara. And when that cloud is dispersed, automatically the clear clarity of the Vijnanam, your self-knowledge reveals. That is why we keep saying self-realization, self-realization. But it is realization again is a misnomer. It is just alankara varta, meaning to say it is truly a self-reflected knowledge. That is what Vijnanam Bhagavan says here. So you understand? Vijnanam means paroksha jnanam. Vijnanam means aparoksha jnanam. And this particular two words, we are going to continuously see in lot of examples Bhagavan is going to give in this chapter. Vijnanam. So savijnanam. Bhagavan says, aseshataha, without leaving anything in between. Aseshata means micham illama. Meaning to say, without kuch baki nahi hai. Baki nahi, kuch baki nahi rakega. Aseshataha bakshyami. I will teach you. Sab kuch batayega aapka. Aseshataha bakshyami, Bhagavan says. Bakshyami. And by what is the purpose of knowing? So Bhagavan says, Yat Jnatva. Yat Jnatva means Yat Samagra Jnanam Jnatva. Jnatva means by knowing. By knowing the Samagra Jnanam, Arjuna, Yat Jnatva, Bhuyaha. Bhuyaha means, again, if there is anything else. Bhuyaha, Iha. Neha means na Iha. Iha, in this world or anywhere. Whether in this world or other world or anywhere. Iha, Amutra. Both you can take. Iha, Amutra means anywhere else. Iha, Anyat. This is Anyat. Okay. Anyat means if there is anything else. Anyat, Jnatavyam. That if it there, you think if it that has to be known, na avasishyate, that it is not there. There is nothing else that you need to know once you know this. Same thing like in the Mundaka Upanishad. You know, he says, what is that one if I know the rest of all. Same thing Bhagavan says, this one if you know, you will know everything else. There is nothing else that you need to know. Which is also, he said, right? Shaunaka, correct. So that same thing Bhagavan is saying here. So, and then, now again, Bhagavan also given pretty much like this before. If you remember this, in chapter 4 also he said, right? Anyway, we'll come to the next one. Anyway, then I will give you more on that one. Manushyanam sahasreshu.
Manushyanam sahasreshu. Manushyanam
Kaschid yatati siddhaye. Yatataamapi siddhanam. Kaschin mam veti tattvataha. And Bhagavan says, he stresses the importance of this knowledge. He says, this knowledge that you're going to perceive it is not that easy to be perceived, but I am going to give you. He is putting that knowledge in such a high pedestal, and he says, what he says here is sahasreshu, meaning to say in among the thousands, sahasreshu, in amongst thousands and thousands of manushyanam, of people. Sahasreshu manushyanam, among even thousands and thousands, you can put it to billions and billions of people. Billions of people, sahasreshu, kaschit, ya someone, koi bhi hai, kai mule mein yaro orthan kaschit, siddhaye yatati. Siddhaye yatati means given to know this perfectly. Siddhi, normally siddhi means to attain perfection. For example, you say, I want to reach from destination A to B. If you reach destination B, you can say siddhi. My journey siddhi is finished when I reach B. Anything. Okay. So siddhi means completed. So even in the effort has to be completed, right? Even for that effort, complete effort, can somebody do? He says only 1 in million can only even put the effort completely. Siddhaye. And this is only effort. Yatati. Yati Maharaj. Yatati. But his yatati is there. Kaschin, he is 1 in million already. In that yatatamapi. And then Bhagavan gives one more step. Yatatamapi. Even in that person who has done all this effort completely. Yatatamapi. Yatatamapi siddhanam. That person has reached. Meaning to say, for example, you know, this ones you can take it as, for example, sadhana chatushtayam. You know, normally in our qualification of learning certain things, we have what is called sadhana chatushtayam. We vivekam, vairagyam, shamadhi shatka sanpati, mumukshatvam. These are the 4 things. So imagine this person has even attained all those things. You can, from the previous chapter, you can even say he's a yoga rudaha. So yoga arurukshuhu is one who is doing the yatatam. But if he has gone to the highest level of yoga, now he is there, you get yoga arudaha. So in that yoga arudaha also, Bhagavan says, even if you become a yoga arudaha, api, that api is for the yoga arudaha. Even if you are a yoga arudaha, kaschit mam tattvataha veti. Even with the yoga arudaha, only 1 in some of them will only know me. So what about you? You are even a yoga arurukshugu. Yoga arurukshugu. I am not even a yoga arudaha. Even if I become a yoga arudaha, Bhagavan says only 1 in that yoga arudaha will ever know me. So we did is little bit see in this particular one. This is referred by many people, many saints, and many. This particular shloka number 3 is very, very important. So if I take another 10 minutes, please pardon me today. It's because the context is very important. See, what's happening is the tatpadam, for that to know, only Bhagavan is giving this important. See, this particular knowledge of knowing this completely is not possible except in this human birth. But having said that, has Bhagavan put this in such a high, far end? Is it not possible? Then maybe it looks like, you know, अरे इनको possible नहीं है, मेरा क्या करूं? चलो अभी पूजा पाठ करेगा, प्रसाद खाएगा, सो जाएगा, बस इतना बस हो गया. ऐसा नहीं. That's not what Bhagavan wants to say here. What Bhagavan, because he has also said in chapter number 4, he said that janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन पीतरागभय क्रोधाः मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः बहवो ज्ञान तपसा बहवो, there he said बहवो ज्ञान तपसा पूता मद्भावमागता. So there he has said also बहवो. So Bhagavan is not discouraging. There he has told Arjuna बहवो ज्ञान तपसा पूता मद्भावमागताः. So it is easy as well. But Bhagavan puts the knowledge, the importance that you can get only in this human birth. Even if you get a Deva birth, even there it may be very difficult. In this Manushya birth only, is so important, highly potential. 1,000 Devas birth, in 1 human birth, you can get this knowledge. So that is why Bhagavan says, in this birth, you put the yatatam. Otherwise, Bhagavan would not be discouraging that, oh, you can't live, do it, so forget it. No, not like that. Bhagavan reaches them. And you see, in this world also, I was just looking even the other day, mankind ever before, even millions and millions of years, have always been wanting to know this. They have always curious. They were always curious, right? Even here, you look at the Aboriginal people, because sometimes you also think, okay, I've got the Pokisham of this 11 Upanishads, I've got the Gita knowledge. So we think that we also got, but people have been doing this many, many years. They have always found when the lightning strikes, when suddenly, why is it? You know what? People have always been wondering, oh God, there is a God sitting over there. When he does the magical one, there is a lightning. And then, people have always been like that. Oh, when there's a natural calamity, Bhagwan ko gussa ho gaya, he's very unhappy. I have to please him. So this is how people have been living for ages and millions of years. And but man has always had the curiosity, know that there is something which is not in my control, that the whole world is getting governed, which whatever knowledge, whatever science I can put, even from the days of yore. So in that, if I look at it today, for you, I will share with you some of the Greek philosophers, even before Jesus Christ bought, 500, 600 years ago, they were actually great rishis. There was one Greek philosopher called Parmenides. Those people like Parmenides, uska shishya tha Plato. Plato's shishya is Aristotle. Now, if you really look into what they have done research in this metaphysics, they were rishis actually. Not only they just gave us theorems like, Bernoulli's theorem and Archimedes. See, today the ships are floating because of Archimedes. The aeroplanes are flying because of Bernoulli's principle, right? But having said that, they were great rishis. They were not the metaphysical. So Parmenides very, very clearly said, so those them, if I can share the thing, where is the internet? Yeah, so you please Google up and see, because what I want you to see is how those Greek philosophers, I mean, this is just my opinion, they were no less than rishis. Parmenides is considered as a father of ontology. Ontology is the study of metaphysics and everything. And he has very clearly those days said how this world could have been created. So he queried upon three things: the world as it is today, how it is functioning, who created it, how he created it, what was the intelligence. So if you really go Parmenides philosophy, if you really go in this Wikipedia, so he talked about multiplicity of existing theory, their changing forms, their motion, appearance. He was expounding Advaita philosophy. So he was saying that in this, if you really go into Wikipedia, he was saying that, and in his story, because why I just wanted to, if you go on Parmenides in the Wikipedia, it will tell you that how he, in his own words, he has written a lot of poems in Greek. But what's happened is, as usual, when I think 2000, when the Christianity came to Greece and Roman, they just demolished it. Otherwise, they had such a good philosophy. Though they had pagan gods like us, it was nothing but Sanatana Dharma. And there, Parmenides says, this is Parmenides, I'm just sharing with this. Parmenides said he had a vision of one Devata, one divine goddess, who took him to one place, and he gave him two knowledge. The reason I'm telling you is that goddess gave him two knowledge. He said, I will give you the knowledge of reality and the knowledge of seeming appearance. He writes in his poem, goddess gave him the knowledge of absolute reality, which is Vijnanam. And she also said, I will give you the knowledge of seeming appearance of this world, which is Jnanam. And then he came to say, because people were always, right, please go and read, 450 BC, 540 BC. Then he said, the world was born out of nothing. It was born out of one single expansive. And then he said, the world, when we say is or I am, that is reality. He concluded, which is what our Advaita is saying. Existence, that's all he said. He said, there is nothing really which came into existence because I am the one who created, I am the one who destroyed. Kaivalya Upanishad, Mayeva Sakalam Jatam, Mayeva, that also. That he has said. So what I'm trying to say, Manushyanam Sahasreshu, they have been doing. That is what I wanted to give you. Okay. Parmenides' Sishya is Plato, and Plato agreed. Plato then goes into intelligence cause. He says, okay, man, material is gone. How is the intelligence cause caused? Plato goes, and Plato's Sishya is Aristotle. So these people are all there. What I'm saying is coming back to our thing. So coming back to our thing, Bhagavan says, but when we are so grateful that in this scripture, all these things has been very clearly seen. You see, the greatness of that knowledge, what Bhagavan will give in the 7th chapter subsequent, when we will be going through everything, what we taste, what we see and everything is so, so beautiful. And that can be only be obtained in this particular Manusha Janma. And that is what Bhagavan is going to give in this one, Vijnanam and Jnanam. And that particular, the importance only. Yeah, his theory of relativity, he was going, theory of relativity, he was going a lot in that one. Yes. And so that's what Bhagavan, the main thing is, though in this third shloka, he said it is far only 1 in billion. We must say we are all one among that. One among the yoga arudaha, because I am also yoga arurukshugu. Otherwise, I won't get this bhagyam to listen to this tatpadam on the day of Vyasa Puja, and that we are entering into that. So, that much we must all be so thankful to Bhagavan that he has given this particular opportunity to learn this tatpada jnanam through Bhagavad Gita, and aseshataha Bhagavan Krishna gives. So this one itself is beautiful authority, and which expands all the other Upanishads, which though will give more and more knowledge. So with that, I will probably close today's 3 chapters. I'll do only 3, because from next one we'll go Parak Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. That more we will see from the next class. But it kind of coincides with a very good auspicious day today. Any doubt in this class? Anybody? Sashibaya, Devina, KKG, Lakshmi ji?
No, not at all, Babu.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Om
Thank you,
Tat
Babu.
Sat.
Thank you.
Aji. Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Jnana Vijnana Yogo Nama Saptamodhyayah Shri Krishna Arpanamastu Mata Gita Mahatmyam Dharovacha Bhagavan Parameshana Bhaktiravya Vicharini Prarabdham Bhujyamanasya Katam Bhavati He Prabho Shri Vishnuruvacha Prarabdham Bhujyamano Hi Gita Abhyasa Rathas Sada. Okay. Karmana nopalipyate. Okay.